Alright, good afternoon. Greetings from Lenawee County in the great state of Michigan. I am the Lenawee Trekker. It is August 12th, 2017. It's Saturday afternoon. I just got back from work. And the bike doesn't seem to want to... It keeps picking this stuff up. I'm not sure why. Or how or where. The bike does not seem to want to wear its cover. Granted, this is an old car cover that's been out in the sun for the last, I don't know, 5-7 years. And everything that could go wrong with it has. As you can see, it's slightly deteriorated. Is that thing out around? Give me a reason. Just give me a reason. No, it's not. I still think I have to tighten this down a little bit. If I remember right, that used to stick out proud a little bit. So what we got to do is we got to get this thing to fire up a little bit. Now, it hasn't been run in very many years, obviously. And that battery's been down in there all this time. So what we're going to do is basically pull that little bugger right out of there. It's time. Alright, let's see here. Let's go for an 8mm. There you go. Now you're cooking. Alright. Yes, I still haven't figured out exactly where the oil leak, or not the oil leak, but the coolant leak is. What we'll do is, for the immediate future, I was talking to some people and they're like, well, if that's really what happened to your bike, have you considered, like, they're telling me, have you considered that it's not what you think it is? It's like, what do you mean? They're saying that in all likeliness what happened was I overheated and then it cracked the radiator. Now if I did in fact simply overheat, when I fill up that radiator again, it should do one of two things: either leak back out, oh, come on. Come on, baby. Alright. And there you have it. The PCX battery is a UTZ 7S. Now I was over at what is that place? Wally World. Walmart. And I was looking at what they had. Apparently Walmart one for their EverStart batteries is ES-TZ7S, which they don't have in stock. So naturally I went to Sears and they didn't have anything. So I went over to Myers and thought, well, Myers will have it in their mega battery thing. Nope, they didn't have it. So this little bugger has proven to be a pain in the ass, as usual. I mean, what do you expect, right? Yeah, a little bye. Yeah, and there was something in there. Not anymore. But apparently, my buddies over at Advanced Auto have a battery that will work. Now this is 6.3 amp hours, 130 cold cranking amps. So I don't know if this is going to be an exact replacement or if it's just going to be something that will get me by. Quite frankly, right now what I'm looking for is to get by so I can do my complete my tests with the bike, make sure she's ready to roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over to Advanced Auto and go see if they have a battery that will match up with it. Alright, there you have it. Brand new Autocraft battery. This is the part number right here. TZ7S. So yeah, that, and right here it'll show you if this thing will ever focus. Well, it's 130 cold cranking amps, so that's what we got. What I got to do now is find out whether or not the thing is charged. They say it is over there at Advanced Auto. They say it's charged and ready to install. Yeah, and TXV valves are pre-adjusted to everything that you need to install them in. I don't think so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the voltage on it real quick, and let's do that now. Alright, I'm inclined to believe that a whole lot more than the things at 16 volts. Alright, that makes more sense. So she will go on the charger. Now this is a 160 cold cranking amp battery. Basically, you're looking at charging this thing up for just a few minutes. Even on the maintenance side, my maintenance battery, or my maintainer part of the charger, is supposed to be automatic, and it's supposed to dial down when it needs to. But it's 2 amps. Now, if you go with the general rule with it being, 10% of the cold cranking amps of the battery, then you're looking at what, 1.3 amps. So it doesn't need to be on the charger very long. It can go on and come off really quick, and the charger will actually tell me when it's ready. So I'm going to go throw this on the charger real quick and be right back. Alright, I had this thing on the charger for a while. The charger worked its way up to 15.1 volts. The unit is kind of warm, and it was holding 13.4 when I took it off the charger. So quite frankly, I'm perfectly happy with that. So that's, the battery was made 7/16. Okay. Alright, I'm going to let that cool down before I put it in. Make sure everything's on here nice and tight. And it does seem to be on there nice and tight. So in the meantime, we still have an issue with the coolant. I'm going to put that in there. No, it's not Fago. See, I still have coolant on there. I can't see down there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pour a little bit of this water down in here. Now, what I'm going to do is put a little bit of water down in there, and if it's the radiator, it should start leaking relatively quickly. Oops, that was dumb. Overfilled it. Okay. If it is the radiator, it should be leaking right now. Okay, it's right up to the very rim there. Now, I'd rather do this with water than any of the other coolant stuff. Alright, we've got a full radiator. The cap looks good. What's the pressure rating on the cap? I don't know. And look at this. It really got hot. Huh. I wonder if I just didn't overheat the daylights out of this thing. Hey, look, if that's all it was, that this thing overheated, I'll be a happy camper. I'd be a very happy camper. Alright, let's put the battery in here and see what happens. Hey, wait, she's cooled down quite a bit. Alright, there you go. All back in place. All reset. So, get that right back down on the top of there. Now what you gotta do, see what you got. It's one of these little duck buggers. And the guy who came up with this is either a genius, or he's the most evil, sadistic, maniacal, evil person on the planet. I don't know which. But what you gotta do is slide this. So slide it in behind that thing, lining up the hole, so when you put your bolt in through this little doohickey here, you can catch that anchor. I don't know if you can see in the top hole there. Pulling it closer. Alright, the computer's probably thinking, oh, what's that, electricity? I haven't seen that in a while. Alright, as you can see, there's no muffler on. This has not been secured. I haven't popped that back in place. But what I want to do is fire it up anyways. Alright. I don't know if you can see that. She has 21,494 miles on her. And that's the best I could get because my little, about half a tank, because what I had in my lawnmower gas can was about a gallon. So, hey, it's poetic justice. I used the gas from the bike to run the lawnmower. Oh, side stands down. Honda's got to protect me from me. Well, she's not rocking violently. She is making a lot of noise. Gee, I wonder why that would be. Alright, let's do it. She goes back together now. Alright, there you go. For a long time since she's been that far together, that much together. Alright. Much better. Oh, how about that? She's not shaking herself apart. I'm gonna take her for a quick spin.